For you have crossed over and you have entered into a season of fulfillment of that which you have been holding in your heart. For even as Mary of old pondered these things in her heart, there came a time when there was to be a performance of the Word. And many have been holding things in their heart for years. Not just a year, not just a season, but there are things that God has shown you in years gone by. And things that you have been holding on to. And people have laughed you to scorn and said you're a dreamer. You're nuts. It can never be. It will never be. It shall not come to pass. They've laughed at your dreams. They've laughed at what you've held in your heart. And the enemy has chid it in and said, you fool, it has not yet occurred. It is delayed, it's coming, and it will never come. It will never come to pass. But I say unto you that even as Mary held it in her heart and pondered it in her heart and did not let go, even though it defied logic, she believed the word that was given to her, which said that with man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. And you have held on to things in your heart that with man are impossible. But you have believed and held it and pondered it, knowing that with God it is possible. And you have come into a season of fulfillment where those things from years gone by that you have refused to let go of, you have refused to give in on, you have refused to throw in the towel, you have refused to put up the white flag, but you have said, no, there must be a performance of His Word. And the Word of the Lord that you've been holding on to, its time has come. Its season has come. And its fulfillment is at hand. Watch those who have ridiculed you. Watch those who have said you were crazy. Watch those who have decreed that you were nuts. How they turn around and they now come to you as the things that they said would never be are manifest in your life. Watch them come to you now. For it is the season of divine turnaround of those in your life and in your sphere. It's a season of turnaround for those in your life and in your sphere. Because as the Word begins to be performed, they will recognize and they will know that they laughed you to scorn and said it could and it would never be. But watch them turn and come to you now and say, how can this be? It's the season of the fulfillment of the Word. the maturation process has been completed. The gestation process has been completed. And that which shall be born in you shall be called holy, because it is a work of God. That is birth of the Spirit of God. Just as the Son came through Mary, birthed by the Spirit. There is a birthing of spiritual babies in this season that are birthed of the Spirit of God, whose time has come. For even Jesus, the Bible says, when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth His Son. And this is the fullness of time for many things that have been growing in your spiritual womb. It's time that they be sent forth, birthed forth, and released. It is a season of fulfillment of the Word. Be fulfilled. Be fulfilled and walk in joy as the things that you have held and the things that you have pondered come to pass, are birthed and released. You will have fulfillment like you have never had before in your life. And you will truly know in a measure that you never have, joy unspeakable and full of glory, because you waited it out, recognizing and knowing, though it has tarried, you have waited for it, and it has surely come. For it is the appointed time for that vision, that word that you pondered and held in your heart and have not let go of. Rejoice, your season has come.